All right, are you ready to start the series that I've been talking about regarding old school ABA versus modern or new school ABA? This is actually something I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time. There's a lot of ideas that need to be shared, and we're probably going to have multi-part, multi-series situation going on here. This idea came up in the comments quite a bit on the old school ABA video. And it's just something I think about quite often in my everyday life. The first thing we need to touch on is this idea floating around that behavior analysis is one thing, one therapy, one way of doing things, one look, one vibe. And I honestly think that this idea is what is at the root of so much confusion and fighting that happens both within our field and outside of our field. Behavior analysis has never been just one thing. For example, there's experimental behavior analysis, translational behavior analysis, and there's applied behavior analysis. And guess what? They all have different goals, different values, and different rules. They might be similar at some level, but there are drastic differences that we need to make sure we're attending to. The problem is, for a really long time, we have been practicing applied behavior analysis as if it needs to be a research project. And then when some of us are doing things in ways that are more playful, more client-centered, more affirming, providing more agency and self-advocacy, we're told that's not scientific. We're told that's not ABA, both by people in the field and people outside of the field. We might even be told that's too soft. But guess what? Science isn't about how serious your face can look or how much control you have. Not applied science, anyway. When we're doing real work with people in their homes, in their schools, in their communities, that's applied, and we need to change how we're measuring our effectiveness. We need to be asking ourselves, is this version of the science helping the person in their real environment? And by helping the person, of course, it matters what it is that we're helping them to do. We're going to talk about that. If this feels uncomfortable, that makes sense. This tension isn't new. This is something that has been discussed basically since the existence of our field. Even way back when I was born, 43 years ago, we had early researchers asking if ABA had lost its heart. So this series, at least this the multi-series thing we're doing here, is about unpacking all of this. We're not here to bash behavior analysis, but we are here to get really clear about what behavior analysis is supposed to be doing and what it's not supposed to be doing. So this was part one. And if you've ever felt like in real life, what you were trained to do in grad school, in your RBT training program, wherever your training may have occurred, the two of those don't quite match up, stay with me because we're going to talk about it.